Well, hello, hello. I am back with the next card in this that I'm doing from this kit, and we're gonna see if Squeaky, because she's right here, right there, sitting just lounging. You guys are missing it because she's like lounged back, kind of like, okay, we're gonna hang out and see what you're doing, Mom. So we'll see if she cooperates. But I'm going to go ahead and make the second of the sample cards, and I already cut everything out and or gathered what I needed, and there she goes. She's like, yeah, no, you're making me feel unwelcome. So here, let me make you feel a little bit more unwelcome. Go on, sweetheart. She says, here, you can sit right there. You can sit right there. Go ahead. She just really likes to hang out right next to me, guys. So you'll apologize while I encourage her to lay down in a different spot, because I will put up with anything from this little girl. Okay. So one thing I wanted to show you is I did use, because I can't be like a lot of the YouTubers you see out there that use a whole solid piece of paper, especially this kind of gold cardstock, and just lay it down and have no problem with then covering it so that you only see a bit of an edge. So I actually cut this so I could see more edge. So I cut it the way I want my vision of this card. But also, this is all wasted space. All of this is just wasted paper. So we're like, no. So that's where I cut the gold for this card. Came out of right here. And the shine on came out of right here. And all of these stars came out of right there. I got a little bit careless, I will admit. And I had to trim this down a little bit. Or actually, no, I didn't trim this. I had to trim. Yeah, I had to do a trimming of this to make this fit so that I could cover and it look okay, because I got too close here. That's on me. So if you're going to do this, and I highly encourage you, when you are going to put down some nice gold cardstock, to not cover, use up that middle space, because nobody will know. When I put that over there, nobody is going to know that I have die cut out a bunch of stuff out of here, and you maximize the usage of your paper, because I am a total paper miser. So, and there you go. I want to get the most mileage I can out of my cardstock. So now I'm going to set these little pieces aside, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy, and we're going to go ahead and glue it down. I have done this as a mini slimline, and I will have all of the dimensions that I use for cutting the cards right below in the description. So go ahead and just pop open the description. You'll see, if you look, you'll see where it says show more. If you click on that, just click right on top of it. It'll go bloop. If you've never done it, you'll pop down the menu, and you'll see all the links I have in there, and of course the measurements. And I'm going to insert there too. So I'm going to go ahead, and on this, because it's very Catholic, as I say, which means it's very holy, I am going to wrap. I'm going to go all the way around. Normally I don't. I really don't wrap around, but just because of the way it is, what I've done to it, I am going to go a little bit over my norm. And what the heck, it's only tape. I can get more tape. I can buy more tape. And I usually buy this like at Michael's. And I use 40%. Actually, gosh, this is how long I've had it. I don't think it was Michael's. I think it might have been Hobby Lobby when they still had the 40% off coupon. So, yeah, I might want to rethink how generous I am with this tape. But now, give me a second. Let me talk a little bit less and center this piece, because the trimming now made it a little bit cattywampus, and I'm okay with it. It is, I'll just make it, it is what it is. I'm not going to go. I'm hoping that whoever ultimately the recipient of this card will be will not take a ruler to it. That is my hope. Okay. So now we've got that down. Now all I have to do is, you see, when you lay this piece down, you're never going to know. They're not going to know that I have cut out. So I'm going to take it right to the edge there so that it looks even, and then a little bit wider on the sides. So now I'm going to take, and I'm just going to lay down tape on this. And I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did on that, which is I am going to wrap it all the way around, just because I don't want it to kind of come loose or anything, and then they can see what I've done. But that's just a way that you can, maximize your paper. Because especially when you're talking about this kind of cardstock, it is more expensive. So we want to get the most bang for our gilded buck. So now I'm going to, lay this down real quick. Well, maybe not real quick, because then it will be sloppy and wonky, and I don't want that. So although it seems to be, I think it looks good right there. There we go. So now we're good with this. Now I can start laying down all of my pieces. This, I think I am just going to go ahead and tape down, because there's a bunch of other stuff that, you know, we have all of these little circles and doodads, and I have stars here that I can pull, because I know that the sample uses some of the stars from here. So let's I'm gonna grab both of these and kind of wing it, see. And then I also, one thing is I also have, what did I just, did I bury them? Did I just bury? Yes, I did. There is, I don't need these or these. Although, do I want to, let me take a quick look. Do I want to include one of these guys? Actually, what I may do is put it on the inside. So we will see. We will see what I ultimately end up doing. So this for sure is going to go in the center. This for sure is just going to be glued down. So I'm just going to put some tape and just tape this puppy down just enough to get it to stick. It, like, again, as always, it does not need to survive the zombie apocalypse. It just has to be hanging around. Make it, at least it should not come unglued en route to the recipient. That is your main concern. And oh my goodness, hold on just 1 second. Excuse me. I am so sorry. And now we're going to go and we're going to put our unicorn friend down. And there's a part of me that wants to put it up just a tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is use up some of this, all of this. I mean, you can tell that I forget that I have one before I bust out the next one, but this one is almost out. I think with this project and the other card, I think I'm going to run out of this roll of foam tape. We're not going to go into the fact that I think I have at least 5 more of these in my bin behind me. So we're just going to put that right in the middle. And one thing I noticed, and this is something that's up to you guys, which if you have the same situation, but can you see? I can see right here the perforations where it was popped out. So I can notice it. So again, how do we fix that? Just take a nail file, and this is literally a 99-cent store nail file. That is just, that's its entire purpose, is to file paper. Yep, there we go. It was so funny. I was once making a card. I was at a board meeting for another a nonprofit that I'm active in, and I was sitting there working on I forget, I think it was an album for an for my nephew for an auction for his school. But it was like, you know, a lot of people were talking and whatnot, so I could do 2 things at once. And somebody just sat there and was watching me. A gentleman, he says, I have never seen somebody file paper. And that's what I was doing. I was smoothing edges. So I think I'm going to put him kind of upper cornerish, because that's kind of what it looks like in the sample. But I'm trying to figure out how I want him to look, or her. So I think it might be a girl. Okay. So that one's going there. Now what I'm going to do, because this one is popped up a little bit, is I'm not going to pull these guys, because you can tell these guys are higher. They're taller than the other ones. They pop up more. I'm going to put a couple there. Well, one kind of topish. No. It's the other way around. I need to put it on the bottom. So let me figure out, okay, way down as close to the bottom as I can, because, and then I'll put the other one kind of middling. I'll put the other one, do I want to do that? Is that maybe too much, maybe a little bit of overkill? Would I ever be guilty of that? I know. Who am I kidding? But there, because that way I can now just put that down and see. That's what I wanted. That's how it's done in the sample, but I like that. And that's the coolness. And again, these are, you will find both of these rolls in the hardware section, not in the crafting section where they have, you know, or the office supplies and all of that at the 99-cent store. No, it's in the hardware section. This is foam mounting tape. But I absolutely love it. I love that this one already cut up when you need pieces cut up, but it is a little bit higher than this, where you can just cut it out to measure. So I'm going to put that one. I want it to overlap the both. Uh-oh. I have been warned that there is incoming. I see a tail right there, and I have right in front of me right there, I have two computer monitors. So I couldn't see him, but I saw his tail coming across the top. But he's going to come in for his cat meow. He's like, "What you doing, Mama?" He says, "I've come to visit, but you can't stay, dude." And see, he's not quite as understanding as Squeaky is. I can coax Squeaky away from here. I am going to have to, Mr. Elvis, pick him up and summarily drop him on the floor. Yes, you can't stay, baby. I know you want to. What he wants to do what he's waiting is for me to sit back in my chair, and then he crawls up my chest and sits on my shoulder because he thinks that he's still that teeny tiny fluffball kitten that fit in your hands, and he would climb up and lay and literally nap on my shoulder. See, I'm already capturing. There's already cat hair. It's already he's trying to send Elvis DNA in the project. And I hope you guys, don't, mind the antics of my cats and the inclusion. They're just, they're my babies. So and if you don't like them, then I am sorry, and I will not be offended if you tune me out. But these are my kids. My kids are all grown, so these are now my babies, and they get locked up in the bedroom 8 hours a day at least.
Our babies.
Okay, I know. The Peanut Gallery insisted that they're our babies. I saw them first, but okay. Well, especially Squeaky. Squeaky I've had since she was born in my house. This is long before I met Steve. So I have had Squeaky a lot longer. Elvis, you're going to have to go, buddy, in a minute. Because you are sitting on supplies that I need to get at. So do I want to put her down a little bit lower? What do you guys think? Or just totally centered? No, because I could put something up here, I think. Actually, it's pretty close to centered. Okay, so I just had to think about that. I mean, I'm doing pretty close to following the sample. I took a glance. I can't glance at the sample now, even if I wanted to, because Elvis is sitting on it. So at this point, I am kind of sort of winging it. So let's put this one down here. Overlap from both sides. I think she is so cute. She is just so adorable. She's a little crooked. Am I going to be able to pick it up? Let's see if I can. That I wasn't paying attention to. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Well, we're going to have to, let's see. Whoops. Well, she's going to be a little crooked. Let me see. Because that last one isn't coming up. So there you go. Oh, Elvis. Let me get at all my stars, my little circle. Hang on. I have to move the cat just to get at most. And I can't find, and there was a word. Where's Elvis? Are you totally covering Stellar? No nibbling on the mamas. Well, I have no idea where one of the words. So let's see. You are the sweetest dream. Let's see. Be bright, be happy. I could use that, but I don't want to use that one again. So let's see. You're all I need to find like a short one from here to utilize, because who knows? What do I want to do? You know what? We're going to use the EXO. We are going to improvise. But before we do that, hang on, or just put it right there. This circle goes down right here. So, in fact, ooh, I like this. So, we're going to, again, pop it up a tiny bit. Let me remove that little piece of foam. We'll pop that down right there. And the lovely thing is that this one is easy to put down, because there is no direction. It's just all little dots, but I want to put it kind of right there. And even if I didn't want to do it kind of right there, it's going to be kind of right there. And now we're going to use another piece. And I want to pop that up too. It's going to fit just barely. Wahoo. So I'm going to put that. And later I'm going to have to mount a major search to find where that little, because it's supposed to have a little sign right here. It says Stellar. So the cat has forced my hand. And maybe say, no, you need to show him how versatile and that you can just, you know, take a sample and change it up and make it your own. Let me center this. I want to kind of sort of center it a bit. Nope, it's not. I'm going to move it a little bit to the left. Yep. Okay, now we have to put these two guys in. So that one can go there. So I would have, okay. So we're going to use this. What you're looking at, Elvis, you're missing this. He's like looking up here, over here, which means he's caught sight of a bug. There's a moth or something flying around because he's like, he has that stalking face. Look. Maybe I should open the slider. Open the screen to the slider. Which is kind of his cue. He likes to go outside and he wanders literally in our yard. Because he's a bit of a fraidy cat. Or maybe a huge fraidy cat. So he doesn't go far. I know that when I call him, when he's been out and I want him to come in, he won't come on command because thus are cats. And wait. Oh, so now you're moving? Have you decided? Where are you going, dude? Squeaky is laying down. There's like no place for him really to move. I want to trim this back a little bit. Because I want to overlap this guy, this heart. There we go. Whoops. Fly, my pretty, see, flying heart. Trim that back. Hi, Elvis. All right, dude. Enough is enough. Excuse me, folks. Well, I summarily evict the big fat cat. He didn't take that too bad. So we will put that down right here. And I could basically, that one got a little bit of a dent. This little heart. But we could fix that. This tool is just thebomb.com. Just saying. Okay, so we're going to take now, we're going to remove the foamies off our heart. And not obsess over where we're putting. Oh, you're leaving too, girlfriend? Are you leaving? Sweetheart, your butt's in the way. So please don't be upset at me when I... Oh, hang on. She snagged my shirt and she's older, so she actually has trouble retracting her claws. I don't think she was as happy about being evicted. I feel bad now. Okay, so we're going to put that heart right here. Because we're going to put that one right here. So we're just going to take little tiny strips of this one. I think we can make this one strip work. Put that one right there. It goes all the way down. Ha-ha! And that one right here. And it's too long. By a smidge. So before I haven't let it. There we go. Press that down. We put that little purpley heart here. Oh, I love it. Now the rest is just sticking stars and stickers. So But there you go. There is card number 2. And basically, I'm not sure what, it's been 15, 20 minutes, give or take. I don't know. Probably longer than 15 because, you know, I am many things, but fast is not one of them. And see, now I see it's a little bit crookedy. So I may go back and lift this up a little bit and straighten it out. Or I may just leave it as is and the heck with it, right? I see here like a bit of a mess. So I'm going to probably grab my, I won't do this now, but I'm going to off camera grab my adhesive eraser. And I'm sure I can get that, rub that right off. So I'm not worried about it. So, okay, guys, that's card number 2. We have one more coming. But see, this is what I love about these kits. Again, I could just, you know, throw a bunch of stuff in there and look how adorable it looks. All right. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back with the next one. Bye.